This is one of the best card tricks you can do with a borrowed, shuffled deck of cards, anytime, anywhere. And it's so good, it's going to fool you twice. So you can borrow a deck of cards, get it shuffled up, and have the spectator choose any card. So in this case, let's say they choose this one. Brilliant card, Queen of Hearts. So you're going to get them to, you can mix the cards like so. You get them to place the card back, and the card is hopelessly lost in the pack, no control. And the cards can be given a shuffle. So the cards are mixed up like so. And the spectator can help you mix these cards as well, if they want to. All right, these cards are mixed up, genuinely mixed up. And you explain that to do the trick, you're going to need 4 assistants. So if I go through the cards now, I'm going to remove my 4 assistants, and they're going to perform an absolutely amazing piece of magic for you. That's the 3rd one. And this is ace number 4. So I'm going to show you a little something with the 4 aces, and they're going to do an amazing trick. Now we have 4 acrobats, the ace of spades, the ace of clubs, the ace of diamonds, and the ace of hearts. So all 4 aces are going to do something absolutely incredible. Watch me very, very closely. We're going to start with the ace over here. If we place the ace on the bottom like so, it actually loves to ride the escalator, and it goes all the way from the bottom all the way to the top, just like that. That's ace number 1. So his friend over here, this ace, likes to ride the escalator but go downwards, like so. It goes all the way down like so and ends up on the bottom of the pack like so. That's ace number 2. Again, his friend goes onto the bottom of the escalator like so and rides all the way to the top. That is ace number 3. And finally, if we take this ace and place him on the top, he likes to ride all the way down to the bottom like so, and that is all 4 aces. Now, that's a pretty awesome trick, right? But actually, you're probably wondering, well, hey, Matt, what about my card? So let's have the aces do something absolutely amazing. So again, we're going to use our 4 aces. And this time, I'm going to give you a choice. Okay, so if we deal the aces out like so, we'll deal some face up and some face down. And at this point, you're going to ask the spectator just to place his finger on any of the face down aces. Now, they have a completely free choice here, but say they place the finger on this ace. You say, okay, you've eliminated this one. So it's not clubs, it's not spades, and it's not diamonds, it's the ace. It's not clubs, it's not hearts or diamonds, it's the ace of spades. You say, what we're going to do is take these aces like so and just bury them somewhere into this pack. Keep your finger on the ace of spades, and I'll show you something absolutely unbelievable. Because now if we snap our fingers, one card in the deck turns face down to match the ace of spades. And wouldn't it be amazing if this was your card? Well, I'm going to go one better. See, it's not your card, it's the ace that's under your finger. And if the ace is here, then under your finger must be your selected card, the Queen of Hearts. It is a 2-phase ace routine. It's absolutely killer. Anytime, anywhere, no setup. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so if you like the trick, don't forget to like and subscribe, because we do new tricks like this every single week. Now, this is a trick you can do with any deck of cards. You can borrow the deck. There is absolutely no setup. It's a super great trick to do in the spur of the moment. So you're going to get the card shuffled up like so. And then you can have the spectator reach in and take any card. So they can reach in, they slide a card out, and they memorize it. Now you don't see this. So they're looking at the card like so. When they look at the card, you're going to do a secret move. So it looks like you just take the cards and square them up like so. What I'm actually doing is when I square the cards up like so, I can clearly now see the bottom card. So I'm looking at the bottom of the deck here. I can clearly see that on the bottom of the deck is the Jack of Hearts. So I'm doing that just in this little motion here, and now I've remembered the bottom card and I know it's the Jack of Hearts. So now you're going to get them to lose their card in the pack. You're going to remember your Jack of Hearts is on the bottom here, like so. You're just going to start an overhand shuffle, and as you shuffle the cards like so, you ask them to say stop. When they say stop, you offer this out. They're going to put their card on top, and then when you throw these on top, it's actually going to be your key card that's going straight on top of their card. It's a key card. Now we're going to do a shuffle that's going to make this even more deceptive. This is an optional shuffle. You don't need to do this, but it certainly makes it a whole lot better. That's called a Charlier shuffle. We're going to get into that right now. Alright guys, so this little shuffle is called a Charlier shuffle, and it looks like you're haphazardly mixing the cards. It's a very, very easy shuffle. It looks like this. Your left hand does all the work, remember that. Everything is going to happen with your left hand. So with your left hand, you're going to push a bunch of cards over into your right hand. Now, you're going to be going from the bottom of this pile, pushing cards from the bottom of this pile onto the top of the cards here. Just a few cards, and then you're going to go from the top of this pile onto the bottom of these cards here. So it always goes from the bottom to the top, and from the top to the bottom. From the bottom, push a few cards to the top, and the top to the bottom. And then what happens is, if you speed that up a little bit, it looks like just a really random mixing of the cards, like so. But actually, that's just the equivalent of cutting the deck. That's all that's doing. And it's not going to separate your key card from your spectator's card. Okay, it's going to be absolutely fine. So you can actually get the spectator to give the deck as many single cuts as they want here. That's absolutely fine. And you explain that you're going to need 4 aces to find the card, and we're going to basically control the selected card as we remove the 4 aces. I'm going to go through that right now. So when you're in this position, guys, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through the deck like this, and the aim is to go through and remove the 4 aces. Now, if I come to an ace, I'm going to remove it, but also I'm going to be cutting the deck at my key card. So I'll explain as I go along. So I'm looking for my Jack of Hearts, right? That's my key card, but if I come to an ace, I'm going to place it down like so. So I'm going through like so. I'm looking for my aces. If I see my aces, I'm going to place them down like this. But if I come to my Jack of Hearts, which remember was my key card, well, it's right at the top here, I'm going to cut my key card to the bottom of the deck. So as I see the key card, if I cut the cards now and I cut that to the bottom, what that's going to do is it's going to secretly control the selection to the top of the deck. Sneaky, right? And then just continue on going through the cards, and it looks like you've missed an ace, and you genuinely have. In my case, yeah, it's right second from top here. If it was in this position, I'd just kind of turn my hands away and put the ace here like so. Don't let them see that their card is on the top. So that now is, it looks like you've just gone through and removed the aces. Secretly, you've got their selection to the top of the deck, like so. And we're ready for the next part of the trick. So there is one secret little move that makes this whole trick work, and I'm going to show you that in a second. But before we get to that, I'll just tell you about this. If you like tricks with aces, I'm going to be doing a live masterclass on the 27th of May. It's the next one. It's a live event, and I'm teaching probably one of the best 4-ace routines I've ever performed. It gets the best reactions out of anything that I've ever done, and you're not going to find it anywhere else. But we're not just doing that, we're actually going to be getting into some coin magic, tricks with everyday objects, and secrets that I've never revealed anywhere on YouTube in over a decade of teaching. We're talking complete performance ready material that you can take away and use immediately. Tricks that you can fool your friends and family with. Anyone that you're going to do these tricks for, they're going to be blown away. And because it's live, you get to ask me anything in real time. It's basically the closest thing to private one-to-one tuition that I offer at a fraction of the cost. So you'll probably make more progress in this one masterclass than you will in watching a year of YouTube videos, even mine. So if you want to take part, if you want to join us, I'm going to put a link to this live masterclass. Remember, it's on the 27th of May. There's going to be a link in the pinned comment down below. So go ahead, sign up, and I will see you on the 27th. But right now, let's get into this secret little move. So we're going to be using a little finger break to switch out the aces. It's the simplest little move. So what I'm going to be doing is, with my hand here, all I'm going to do is I'm going to push off the top card with my thumb. I'm going to pull it back, and just with the flesh of my little finger, I'm going to keep it in between the top card and the rest of the deck. So now you can't see this from the front, but I've just got the flesh of my little finger keeping a break on that card. Now that happens is, as I pick the aces up, that's when I'm going to do the move, like so. So I've got my little finger break here. And now I'm going to put the aces on top, and then I'm going to square everything up, and I'm going to cut at my break. So I'm now lifting off 5 cards, okay? So what you've got essentially is you've got your 4 aces, and you've got secretly their selection face down. So now all I'm going to do is going to count through the aces. This is a very convincing display of showing all 4 aces. So I take one, I turn it face down, I put it on the bottom, like so, and then I do that 3 more times. So it looks like you've took each one of the aces and turned it face down. Really, you've counted 5 cards as 4, and their selection is now on top. You now place these on top, and you deal the cards out from right to left, like this. And now we're going to get into the elevator sequence. So the elevator sequence is, we're going to go over here with the deck on the ace here. Apparently this is an ace. We're going to put the cards on here. And all you're going to do is riffle up the cards like so, and then show the top card and explain that the aces rise all the way from the bottom to the top. Then you're going to place this card on top with your thumb, riffle downwards like so, and show that one ace jumps to the bottom. And each preceding ace sets up the next one. So in other words, I've now got an ace on top ready. So when I do this and put this on the bottom, and I do this, I've got the ace back on top. And then you're going to put apparently the final ace on top. This really selection goes on top, your little riffle, and that shows the 4 aces. So it's a really nice sequence, and it gets a great reaction. This so the 4 aces have apparently traveled through the deck. Now you're going to do it again. All right, but this time you're going to basically produce their selection. So as you've got the 4 aces out like so, you're going to gather the aces like so. And again, as I show the aces, I'm going to get my little finger break below the top card. By the way, guys, if you like sleight of hand magic and you want to take your magic to the next level, I've got a free sleight of hand training that I've put also in the pinned comment down below. It teaches you one of the most used sleight of hand techniques and a killer trick that goes with it. So if you want to learn some more sleight of hand like this, check the pinned comment. It's completely free. Go and check it out. But I'm getting a little finger break like this, okay, as I show the aces. So then as I put the aces on top like so, I've now got a break below 5 cards. I'm going to lift these off again as 1 unit. And again, we're going to do this counting sequence. So we're going to take the first ace, turn it face down, put it underneath, do this 3 more times. It looks like we count through the aces very, very cleanly. Really, we've just counted 5 cards as 4. These go back on top like so. And this time, when we deal the aces in a row, we're going to deal 1 face down, that's the selection, then 1 face up, then 1 face down, then 1 face up. Okay, so it looks like you've just eliminated 2 aces. Now you're almost done. All right, so this is the very easy force where we're going to force them to choose their selection. Super simple. All you're going to say to the spectator is, point to the ace you want me to use. All right, so if they point to this ace, you say, you want me to use this one? Fantastic. Okay, then you take this one. And that's the first force, okay? And that's if they pick this card. If they pick this one, you say, point to the ace you want me to use. If they point to this one, you just do the same thing. You say, fantastic, we're going to use this one. Place your hand on this card. And you're going to take these 3 off. So either way, they're going to end up with this face down card. It's the easiest magician's force you'll ever do. 1 out of 2. So now these aces, you're going to place on top, but before you do that, again, you're going to get your little finger break like this, and you're going to place these 3 aces on top. You now got a break above 4 cards. You're going to cut here off at your break, so now you've got the 3 face-up aces and your face-down card. You're going to cut them off the deck like so. You're going to flip this face up, and you're going to put these on the deck, and then you just give the cards a single cut like that. Now they apparently are covering the final ace, and you can spread the deck like so. You show 1 card face down, they think it's their selection, you snap your fingers, that turns out to be final ace, the ace that they think they've had their hand on the whole time. They turn this card over and it is their selection, and this gets an awesome reaction. It is absolutely brilliant. Remember guys, if you want to take this further and you want to learn an even better ace routine than this, 27th of May we're doing that live masterclass. You want to sign up for that. I guarantee it'll take your magic to the next level. Remember, it's in the pinned comment down below. Also, if you want the free sleight of hand training, that's also in the pinned comment. Guys, thank you so much. I will see you soon in the next video.